When life changes, it's sometimes for the good and it's sometimes for the bad. When it's for the good, we love it. When our life changes, when it's for the good, we love it. If you create dogs, American Bully dogs, that come out all around satisfactory, we love it. Every time you go to a dog show, this dog walks inside a ABKC dog ring, walk inside a UKC dog ring, any American Bully dog ring it go in. It just go in there and it just tear it down. You love it. But when it's bad, now it's all about how can we fix the dog. Now you hear people saying, well, we do need tools. What workshop have you ever worked in that don't need tools? I've never worked in no workshop that never needed a tool. So some of our dogs are just tools because they're bad and we just only need certain parts from them, or maybe we can add certain parts to it. So when our next generation comes, maybe those will be the good puppies because, life does change. It does change, man. Sometimes when you see life changing, you try to stop it. You try to stop life from changing. You try hard to take your American Bully and go breed it to another dog so that you get a Mufasa. But when you took that American Bully and you bred it to a dog, he looked more like the Tramp from the Lady and the Tramp Walt Disney movie. He didn't look like Mufasa. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. This is what happens to us sometime. Life changes, man. In this American Bully game and right here on Face the Bully, welcome to another episode of Face the Bully, where we talk about dogs, preferably your dog and mine. Normally when I get to talking about these dogs, California dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I can only talk about what I see in my region. I really only want to, just only talk about a lot of these dogs around here, man. Like, I mean, from Cali to Texas, man, down there to the Midwest, I can pretty much say most of these dogs look the same. They look the same. They look like the American Bully. Like I said, the American Bully, it might have to be separated, in its own dog. And then the real bully, we just, probably people have to, not me, but, those who created that dog, they probably just have to call it Edge, because that's what it is. It's an Edge dog. When you got Edge blood, you got Edge blood. When you got American Bully blood, you got that Bulldog blood. There are some Bulldogs in those bloods, and all of us are going to have those dogs, the American Bully dogs. We're going to have the dogs with the Bulldog blood in them. We cannot go out on the streets today and find a dog that doesn't have, some traits of Bulldog in it. It's just, it is what it is. It's just like, man, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. So, we have to admit that it's in the blood now. You have to admit that there's certain traces of numerous Bulldog bloods in every American Bully puppy that you may get your hands on today, you know, and that's just a fact. You know, we may have to know that, because in order for you to get your hands on Edge, you got to know people who breed them dogs only, breed that dog right there only, you know, edge to edge, you know, and you'll find Edge that way. And trust me, if you go on Facebook and you look around, you're gonna find some Edge breeders, you know what I mean, that breed Razor's Edge. You know, I don't care if they breed in Remy Line. Remy Line, we already know, is a Razor's Edge dog, so you can get that line too. You know, I mean, if the story is told that Blue and Sage was his parents, and who cares who bred who? You know, if the story is told Blue and Sage is his parents, hey, it is what it is, right? So we can all see that those dogs look different than each other. Those dogs look different, man. Those dogs look different than each other. Though, you know, an Edge dog is not the same as an American Bully. It don't look like an American Bully. An Edge dog just don't look like what you call an American Bully. An Edge dog don't look like these newer dogs. It don't look like that. So there go the separation right there. There's been three separations. The exotic, they're their own dogs. Me, myself, I'm only in my own lane. I ain't in nobody else's lane. I'm in my own lane. The American Bully has been separated to its own dog because it looks nothing like a Razor's Edge dog. And it don't even act like a Razor's Edge dog. They are two different dogs. So, you know, you have to give them two different names. You have to give them two different names. They're not the same. You know what I'm saying? You can't take a Gaff puppy and breed it to some Watchdog, back to some Ryan dog. You can't expect to get the same puppy from if you bred to an American Bully such as, let me see who I could breed to. You breed to Magoo, to a Killer Noise kennel dog, and I like both those dogs. But when you breed those dogs, the look that you're gonna get from a Killer Noise kennel dog and a Magoo dog is not gonna be the look that you're gonna get from a Gaff dog and a Ryan dog and a Watchdog. They're gonna be different looks, and that's the separation right there. That's the difference. Is the dogs do not look the same. There has to be, somebody has to claim a different name. The American Bully is Razor's Edge, but the American Bully as we see it today is not Razor's Edge. That's not Razor's Edge. When you got a dog with a big old head and he just looks like a bulldog, but he got a very small body, and he's totally different from the look that you would see on Cairo or Paco. He's totally different from the look you would see on 21 Blackjack, on G2. He's totally different from that look. You know, totally different. The whole look is totally different on this dog. That's not the Bully that we know. That's some other dog. That's what that is. That's some other dog. And you have to change the name. You know what I'm saying? When the donkey and the zebra had a baby. You know, the donkey bred to the zebra, and they had a baby, and they called that baby the Zonky. You know what I'm saying? It was not a donkey, and it was not a zebra. It was not. So how can you take two dogs that both of them, you know, have been bred differently from the gate? You know, one dog has been bred bully to a bulldog, and the other dog has been bred some type of terrier or pit bull, you know, Staffordshire, to a bulldog or to a American bulldog. Well, now you got two different types of bulldogs playing a role in your third breeding of your new pups that's finna come. And you got some terrier off in there, and then you got some bully off in there. So now your look is finna change dramatically. Your look is not gonna be the same as Razor's Edge. It's not gonna be that, because you implemented and added more dogs. Dogs that wasn't even there. You added them. You already added these dogs, and they wasn't even there. That changed the look of the dog. So, you know, sometimes it is kind of like a true thing. You know, when you taking two different dogs that are not the same, you know, it is kind of like a true thing that, you know, when you get this new litter of puppies, that you have to change, you know, the name of these dogs. I'm sorry I have to say it. You know what I'm saying? You have to change the name of the dogs to, you know, fit what you just bred. It has to be the name of what you just bred. And a lot of dogs nowadays, pedigrees are not even pedigrees. If you single registering dogs and you don't know where your dogs came from, how is this a pedigree? I've already been called the American Kennel Club before, because I had a guy trying to sell me a dog, and the dog was blue. It was a Frenchie. And he was adamant that his papers were American Kennel Club papers. So I called the AKC on my telephone. And I explained to them the situation, and they was like, there's no way that we registered that blue dog with our registry. There's no way. Okay? And the lady clearly told me, if those Frenchie bulldogs are blue, or they're gray, or they're tricolored, or they're merle, or they're peach colored, those aren't our dogs. We don't register those dogs. So now, you know, anybody that come towards me with any kind of dog that's a colorful Frenchie, I already know it's not Frenchie. It's not American Kennel Club registered Frenchie. This is the reason why you don't see those dogs walking on the floor. When you watch the 2022 American Kennel Club dog show, you are not going to see colorful Frenchies walking on the floor in the 2022 American Kennel Club dog show. You're not going to see that. So you can't call these little dogs Frenchies. They're not Frenchies. They're something else. They have to have a different name too. But, you know, on their paperwork, it ain't going to show you the dog that created these dogs. It won't show you the dog that turned it blue. It won't show you the dog that turned it cryptic. It won't it won't it won't show you the dog. It won't show you the dog that turned it merle. It won't show you these dogs. Why not? I don't know. You ain't even got to ask me why not, because I don't know. You know what I mean? It just won't show you these dogs. And then for someone to sit there and tell you that these are these dogs, that's just crazy. That's wrong. You know, life just changes to the point to where now people want to do their own thing, which is good. You know, but when you do your own thing, you probably have to name it something different. You know, when you doing your own thing. Life has changed in the dog game, in the bully game, because now you basically got all kinds of bullies. You got so many different bullies. I mean, there's so many different bullies, all kinds of colors, shapes, sizes. I'm talking about stop traffic dogs, because you ain't never seen a dog like that before. You know, you just ain't never seen a dog like this before. They have turned into all kind of different dogs. Even some of the registries don't know what to call a bully no more. So now, you know, some of the dogs that they pick as champions, those aren't even bullies. You know, those dogs are just the dogs that are the dogs of today, man. You know what I'm saying? They keeping up with trends. It's like, you know, basically even the registries are saying your dogs are old. They're old dogs. I've never heard of that before. I mean, because the day that you see a new German Shepherd pop out and beat up the old German Shepherds because the old German Shepherds are old, I can't wait to see that. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see that. But yeah, man, you know, the American Bully, one of the dogs have been made out to be an old dog. Out of all dogs, I have never ever even heard of that before. You know, that your dog is an old looking dog. You know, we don't breed dogs that look like that no more. We breed dogs that look like this now, and it's the same dog. But you don't breed dogs that look like that no more. You breed dogs that look like this now. This is crazy. And you like, dang. Well, my American Bully, you know, I had my American Bully back since, you know, 1997. You know what I'm saying? I acquired two of them, and I bred them two together. And, you know, I still been holding on to the puppies. And just one of my dogs make two of your dogs. Yeah, but we don't breed that like that no more. What do you mean you don't breed like that no more? I mean, you know, it makes you want to ask the question, how do you change a dog? See, how do you change the look on a dog? It makes you want to ask that question. But this breed of dog, the American Bully, the whole entire look of the dog has changed to being a short dog now. It has to have muscles. It has to be compacted with muscles. Just a bunch of muscle. You know, a real short, muscly dog, and it has to have crazy looking eyes, and it has to have, you know, not so many wrinkles on the face, but it gotta have a little few wrinkles on the face with a nice big old head and a big old thick neck. And I don't know how in the hell you can create a dog like that unless you breed that dog to something different in order to take different parts from which other dogs in which you're looking for. I mean, because, man, every single person, every bodybuilder, every single person wanted that on their dogs. But they never got that on their dogs because the dog that you was breeding, he really didn't create it like you're breeding it today. There's no way. I mean, man, you can look at some of these pit bull kennels on their channels. Their dogs don't have big litters because they're inbreeding them, and you know they're breeding them cousin to granddaughter and stuff like that. They're keeping them very family. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, the litters sometimes be short. But you can see on every pup, the look never changes on a pit bull terrier breed. The look never changes. The litter may be short. It may not be a lot of pups in that litter, but the look has never changed. The look itself has changed on the American Bully itself. When you look at throwing knuckles, pictures of throwing knuckles, and you look at the latest American Bully of today, Grim is a nice looking dog. China Boy sick. He a nice looking dog. You know, Golden Child is nice. He is a beautiful dog. But those dogs look nothing like the dogs that most people who own American Bullies today grew up with. You did not grow up with a dog that looked like that. You want to know why? Because they were not bred that way. They were not bred that way. They were not bred to dogs that were short. You didn't find American bullies or pit bull terriers that were short. I remember back in the days, we used to see short pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? Real short ones. They could have been American bullies already, and we just wasn't calling them American bullies. But they were short ones, and they were super aggressive. They didn't let nobody come near them but just that one person that they liked. I don't know if they was inbred because, you know, we was youngsters. We didn't know too much about dogs at that point in time. But one thing about it is we can talk about the dog that we had. And this was the dog that we had. He was a white dog. He had black ears. They was brindle. Both his ears was brindle. Patches on them. He was a white dog. He had a brindle patch on his tail too. He was a short dog. He could have been an American bully because back in those days, you know what I'm saying, that's what we bred. We bred terriers. You know what I'm saying? None of them came out blue, like I said. Man, you wasn't getting no blue dog. I don't give a damn what you say. You wasn't getting no blue dog. And this dog was aggressive. This dog was very aggressive. You know, so aggressive that he had to be put on a chain. And he was in a pen that looked like a pig pen on a chain because he was that aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He was that. Those dogs, man, I'm not seeing that type of aggression coming from the dogs of today. No way. I mean, just because your dog will snap and bite at a human don't mean nothing. That ain't the dog that I'm talking about. This ain't the dog that will snap and bite at a human. This is the dog that would break his chain and go after any human on the block. And if he caught him, he was going to shake him. And if he caught a duck, a goat, a pig, he was going to shake him. He was going to go at him. These dogs today, you know what I'm saying, these human biting dogs, because that's basically what we've been seeing is dogs biting humans. These dogs ain't shaking up no game. They ain't shaking game. They shaking people. They've been bred out to so many different breeds of dogs that their attitudes are coming along with them. So they ain't shaking game, they shaking people. They're not the same dog. Changes. They will come. But I ain't never really seen a change in the breed. The corgi is still the same corgi. It never changed. Like I said, what they say, 1836, the American Kennel Club registered the French Bulldog in 1836. It didn't start changing until the 20th century when it got Merle. That dog remained all the way from 1836 all the way until today. That dog remained the same because it never ever changed. Now you can see all these dogs don't look nothing like Throwing Knuckles. You know, Throwing Knuckles was the top-notch dog. They don't look nothing like Throwing Knuckles. They don't look nothing like Remy. Absolutely nothing. Most of these dogs don't look like Remy. They're just beautiful now. I mean, the American Bully has been made out to be beautiful. That's basically what it is. It's a beautiful dog. It's a dog with beautiful color. It's a dog with beautiful markings. It's a dog that you can take home and look at all the time. That you don't expect this dog to be violent. You don't expect this dog to do nothing crazy. He's just something that you can sit at home and look at and maybe take to the dog store someday. You know, maybe take him over to Tractor Supply and walk him around sometime. The American Bully has been made out to be a dog that however you want it to look, that's how you should breed it. That's how you should breed that. If you want it to look like this, if you want it to have Dalmatian spots and to have Merle on his body with those Dalmatian spots and to be red, a red Merle with Dalmatian spots, I mean, you can do that. As long as you breed it to a bulldog and take it back to a bully, you can do that. All these things are in one gene pool. When you got Merle in a gene pool, you got another dog in your gene pool. When you seeing red dogs that look strictly like Doberman Pinschers, got the whole Doberman Pinscher marking and everything on an American Bully, you have that in your gene pool. When you completely see that your American Bully looks completely like a Rottweiler from head to toe, and don't you sit there and be kennel blind and say that's how these dogs are supposed to look. Go all the way back to throwing knuckles. Bro, they was not looking like that. Go all the way back to 21 Blackjack. They wasn't looking like that. Go all the way back to Monster G. They wasn't looking like that. Go all the way back. Go look at some dog history before you sit there and say some kennel blind shit like that about this is how the dogs used to look. No, they didn't. They never looked like that. That shit was bred into the gene pool. So that's also into the gene pool. Yep. That Rottweiler that they didn't threw. Whoever threw it in there, you probably didn't. But somebody threw it in there. And everybody got those puppies and they just passing them around. And I'm going to get one soon because I have to have a bully, don't I? I got to breed, don't I? And this is what we breed. This is the gene pool. This is the gene pool. I'm telling you. The gene pool is really, really sour. Really, really been tainted. Got all kinds of dogs in there. And you know, you got to be cautious of how you breed nowadays. When you breed a dog, you got to make sure that the dog that you're breeding to has never bit nobody. It's the nicest dog on the planet. And even that might not mean nothing because the dog might have a background where he come from of some nice, hitting dogs. So you still might breed these two nice dogs together and come out with some fire. When I say change, it's changed. And the reason that it's changed is because it's been tainted with so many different new bloods. And then took back to what, somebody would say as a bully. Like I say, man, what there's so many different colorful dogs out here that, you know what I'm saying? What if you just wanted a litter of the same kind of puppies? One thing I can say about Romania kennels, dude got some nice dogs, and all of them the same color. You can look at them and tell they family dogs on Romania kennels. You know what I'm saying? Romanian kennels, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? They dogs be looking the same. They dogs look the same. You got litters nowadays that people are looking for that one specific dog. What type of dog do you have? What type of corgi would you ever go get and breed two corgis together and you be looking for that one specific corgi? This is the bully game. This is the bully game right here. When you take two dachshunds and you put them dachshunds together and you're looking for one specific dachshund. You ain't even looking for the whole litter. You looking for that one specific dachshund that stands out more than all dachshunds. No, that's the bully game, man. That's the change in it right there. Because see, the reason that most of these people be looking for that one dog is because that person himself or that person herself already know that they bred to a different dog. So they want to see the difference in the dog that comes out. That's why they're looking for that one specific puppy. Have you noticed that this pick of the litter thing has become real big? I'll give you pick of the litter if I breed one Rottweiler to another Rottweiler. I'll give you pick of the litter because all the dogs going to look the same. Your dog might be bigger or your dog might be smaller, but it ain't going to be no different than the dog that I'm going to keep. But when you breed bullies, oh no, every dog is different. They're different dogs. They're not the same. They're not the same dogs. That's crazy. That's crazy. They all come out different. They all come out different. You got lilac, trilac. You know what I'm saying? You got a lilac dog, or you can get a trilac dog, or you can get a platinum dog, or you can get a ghost dog, or you can get a cryptic dog. What? How did you get all these colors on this dog? What dogs did you use to get all these colors? How come I wasn't getting cryptic in 95? When my dad and them was out here breeding dogs, how come we wasn't getting cryptics and lilacs and trilacs and Cadillacs? We wasn't getting those. What happened to the white dogs, like I said? Huh? What happened to the white dogs? What happened to the red dogs? Those was the dogs that was coming out. What happened to the black dogs? Those were the dogs that were coming out. Okay? What happened to the brindle dogs? You see a lot of American Bully kennels having puppies and none of their dogs come out brindle? Wonder why? You mean to tell me all these kennels, none of y'all passed the brindle trait and y'all breeding terriers? How didn't you pass the brindle trait? It's in the terrier breed. You're gonna breed a brindle dog if you breeding terrier. Yeah, it ain't been happening like that because it's changed. That's change for you, boy. That's change. Right here on Face the Bully.